Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Ivy English. I'm Karen.
And I'm Wesley.
Today is March 18th, and we're on page 48 in your magazines. Yesterday, we heard the first part of a two-part article about the 19th century British author Oscar Wilde. Today, we're going to hear part two.
好，今天我们继续讲这个昨天那篇文章的第二部分。那我们的中文标题是奥斯卡·王尔德短篇故事精选。
The English is Tales of Birds and Loss from Oscar Wilde. We're going to jump right into the second story. Another short story by Wilde is The Nightingale and the Rose. It begins when a nightingale hears a student vocalizing his despair. The student is upset because the girl he loves refuses to dance with him unless he gives her a red rose. The nightingale is touched by his romantic heart, so she decides to go on a mission to help him find a red rose. The nightingale visits both a white and a yellow rose tree. They want to help her, but neither one can produce a red rose. Nevertheless, they advise the nightingale to go see their brother, a red rose tree that is located right beneath the student's window. He tells her that he can't grow any red roses because it's the middle of winter. When the nightingale refuses to take no for an answer, the tree tells her there is only one way to create a red rose now. To do so, the nightingale must press her heart into his thorns while singing a song. The sweet music will produce a rose, and her blood will color his petals red. However, this also means the nightingale will die in the process. After thinking it over, the nightingale decides to sacrifice her life for true love. She then flies to the student to share her plan, but he can't understand her language. Still, the nightingale sacrifices her life to create the red rose. The student discovers the rose and brings it to his sweetheart. When he offers her the rose, she rejects it. She tells him that her tastes have changed, and now she prefers expensive jewelry from wealthy men. Frustrated, the student tosses the rose in the street and walks away. He sits down, opens a book, and vows never to believe in true love again. A very sad and pessimistic story, but it's really a common story, and I'm guessing a considerable part of the human race thinks exactly like this.
好，那这个故事有点悲伤啊，但是应该也是一个他讲到的事情是我们很常见的事。好，那刚刚 Karen 老师讲的其实蛮多人可能都想法大概都在故事里面很像。Yeah.
So maybe they had an experience with love, and for whatever reason, it didn't work out in the end, and you actually felt betrayed by the other person, or maybe treated really badly with no respect. Mm-hmm. So he worked so hard to get this precious thing for the girl. She said, nah, I don't want it.
So 各位看到这个这男主角啊，他经过了很多的波折哈，或者很努力的，终于得到了这个女生想要的东西，可是女生拿到之后说我不要了啊，我改变主意了呀。那其实从这故事里面我们可以看到很多 level 的一些 lessons，我觉得很有趣啊。那例如说这个 Nightingale， 从某个角度来看，他其实多管闲事。
Yeah.
But 但是你也可以说这个 Nightingale 其实他的那个爱才是真爱啊，他愿意为这个为这个 student 啊牺牲他自己的生命，然后让这个 student 可以去追求他喜欢的女生。各位可以想想看，有的时候也许啊这个例如说一个女生很喜欢很爱这个男生，可是男生对她没有什么意思，那可是女生非常爱他，爱到就是希望能够做很多事情让这个男生幸福，所以这个女生也许牺牲了很多东西去帮助这个男生去追另外一个这个男生想要喜欢的女生。
There are stories like that.
Yeah， 结果追了半天那个还是追不到而且那个男生可能被另外一个这个男生可能被他喜欢的那个女生糟蹋。
Right.
那可是很爱他的很爱这个男生这个女生呢，他可能牺牲了很多东西，可是最后还是得不到这个男生。
Right.
甚至于这个男生可能一点都不 appreciate 所以这个是男生可能两个人都没有对对方的这个爱情或者对方的付出而感谢。像是男生对着 Nightingale， 我觉得好像感觉起来说理所当然啊，我需要一个红玫瑰，你去帮我搞一个，然后你去搞一朵来，而且你弄来了，我拿了就好，我也不管你死活。
That's a really great comparison. It sounds pretty much like the same storyline.
Yeah， 所以真的这个很有趣的一个故事。
Okay, so let's kind of follow this story with the storyline in mind that Wesley just gave us. So back to the beginning, our title is Tales of Birds and Loss from Oscar Wilde. So here are two stories about dead birds, about birds who die in the end.
所以我们看到这个地方这前一个故事跟这个故事都一样，都是一只这个鸟跟一只鸟的死亡有关。
Right. Okay, first paragraph. Another short story by Wilde is The Nightingale and the Rose.
就是夜莺与玫瑰夜莺就是 nightingale.
Okay, that's another short story by Wilde. It begins when a nightingale hears a student vocalizing his despair.
那这故事开始的时候呢，是有一只夜莺他听到了一个学生 vocalizing， 就是 vocalize 就是 express in words，就是他听到一个学生讲出了他的 despair 就是这个绝望the complete loss or absence of hope， 他完全没有希望了。
Actually, it isn't necessarily in words. It could be just making sounds because you could translate it, in my opinion, as 唉声叹气. And there are no words there, but that's vocalizations that make people know you're unhappy.
好，所以这个地方唉声叹气 I think is a great translation 那这个 vocalizing 不一定是用语言，有的时候也可以用声音sounds 也可以。所以这个地方这个 vocalizing his despair 真的跟中文的唉声叹气很像只不过中文唉声叹气可能还没有到 despair 的地步
Right.
但是英文这里他用的是 despair 就是他就是绝望了，对于爱情已经感到没有希望了，不可能追到这个女生了。
And it is possible that he was also using words. We don't know from the story.
Yeah, 也有可能他是用话在讲，但总之这个 Nightingale 就听到这个学生其实唉声叹气其实中文里面你说他有没有讲话其实也不确定。我觉得唉声叹气也有可能是他可能也会讲一些话。
That's right.
Yeah.
The student is upset because the girl he loves refuses to dance with him unless he gives her a red rose. And it says dance with him, but of course they mean become his girlfriend, basically, I think.
Yeah. 好，那这个地方他说这个学生呢非常的 upset， 就是 unhappy disappointed 等等的 worried 等等的。那他很难过，为什么呢？因为 the girl she loves， 他爱的那个女生呢 refused 拒绝refused to do something 就拒绝做这件事情。这个女生拒绝 dance with him 跟他这个跳舞那当然这个可能只是个比喻，那意识上应该是说这个女生拒绝接受他的爱了拒绝接受他的追求等等的。Unless 除非 he gives her a red rose， 除非这个男生可以给她一朵红色的玫瑰。那这个地方我觉得就是另外一个我从这个叙述里面读到的意思就是，或者让我想到就是这个男生可能不够成熟，因为那女生可能只是找个借口。
That's right. And he couldn't see that the girl really wasn't that interested in him. We often say he's just not that into you.
Yeah. 所以这个男生就是没有看出来说这个女生 is just not that into him.
Wasn't that into him.
Yeah, wasn't that into him. 所以这个地方也是人生要学的一个，就是有的时候人家要拒绝你的时候，他讲那个话他可能只是个借口，那你要听得出来那是借口。
Right.
你不要以为说所以你只是要红玫瑰说好，我去找来给你。因为如果那是借口的话，显然这就是借口。因为你找到红玫瑰之后，那个人就会跟你讲说，我现在不要红玫瑰了，我要别的东西。
Right.
他一定会找一个别的东西让你得不到，或让你当场没有。那这样就是拒绝你的借口。
That's an abusive woman. She's abusive.
Yeah, abusive 就是这个感觉起来是蛮会虐待人的蛮会这个就是对你不好那种感觉。
Yeah. And it's not just men who abuse women, although it happens more often because men tend to have more physical strength than women and they have more social power than women. But women also abuse men. It works both ways. They just use different kinds of power to abuse each other.
对所以 abuse 这个字中文通常翻成虐待了，但这个地方不止虐待 ，abuse 就是让你不好过那种感觉。那通常在这个男生女生关系里面，男方是比较容易 abuse 对那个女生的，但是其实也有人讲在男生得到这个女生之前，那个女生她很容易就可以 abuse 这个男生就是在追求的过程当中这个女生可能可以让男生吃很多苦头给你开很多条件，男生这个拼了要死，
人家不要，
对
And it's disgusting.
或者是我要什么你都不给人家什么那男生就想尽办法去满足这个女生可是我们一般这个讲法是这个男生好像如果跟这女生结了婚的，或者是得到这个女生的，有可能这个男生就变成是 abusive 的那一方了所以这个 所以我觉得像如果一个 relationship 开始的时候是其中有一个人 abuse 对方的话，我觉得这种 relationship 都不会太健康。
I agree.
不管是男生 abuse 这个女生，或者女生 abuse 这个男生，因为一个成熟的女生，一个成熟的男生，他不会用 abusive 的方法来拒绝对方，或者他不会用
操纵别人，
或者操纵，或者 manipulate 别人。
Right.
对，他如果说是个成熟的人，他可能就会对不起，我觉得我们做朋友就好，他就跟你讲清楚了，而不是让你觉得在上上下下觉得说，哎呀，我要做这个，我要做那个。
You must accomplish 3 tasks before you can have the girl. You must solve 3 riddles before you can have the girl.
但是这种故事文学里面很多，但其实就是人性就是这样，很多人就会开出条件说你要怎样怎样，我才怎样怎样。但是问题是，当对方怎样怎样的时候，你这边你不一定会 keep the bargain at your end.
That's right. That's right. Okay, next sentence. The nightingale is touched by his romantic heart, so she decides to go on a mission to help him find a red rose.Is
touched by 就是被感动，那这个夜莺呢被他的 romantic heart 被这个男生的浪漫的心所感动了，所以他决定要 go on a mission 去从事一个任务，这个任务就是要 help him find a red rose 帮他找到一朵红玫瑰。
The nightingale visits both a white and a yellow rose tree.
好，那这个 nightingale 去找去找到了这个或者去找一朵一棵白玫瑰的树，还有黄玫瑰的树。
They want to help her, but neither one can produce a red rose.
他们都想要帮助这个 nightingale， 但是呢 neither 就这两个白的跟黄玫瑰，这白玫瑰树跟黄玫瑰树都没有办法 produce， 就是 yield 或者 supply 它没有办法这个生出这个或者长出红色的玫瑰。
It's sort of like the way nobody can really help you in matters of love. If you haven't met the right person, nobody can say, well, I'll introduce someone to you. There's no way that you can guarantee that they're going to get along. 可遇不可求. There's nothing you can really do to cause it to happen.
Yeah, exactly. 所以这爱情这种事情呢，别人很难帮你的。包括失了恋，别人也很难帮你，你要靠自己走出来。
Yeah. 有关失恋, there's a song I like.that I'll mention. It's by Joe Jackson, I think is his name. And it's called Be My Number 2. And what it says is, will you be my number 2? Me and number 1 are through. I really like this song. He's saying, I cannot promise you love. I will not be your boyfriend. I'm not going to give you a lot of diamonds and all kinds of nice presents. Can you just be my friend? Because I am now exhausted. I just broke up with number 1. I'm not ready to have another love. All I need is a friend. Can you be that friend? Isn't that nice?
Yeah, 很好，听起来很棒，所以各位可以去找这首歌 Be My Number 2.
Okay. Nevertheless, they advise the nightingale to go see their brother, a red rose tree that is located right beneath the student's window. And that often happens in stories. Actually, the thing you need is right next to where you are, right close by.
Yeah, nevertheless, just in spite of that, 虽然这样，他们 advise, 他们劝这个或者建议这个 nightingale to advise someone to do something. 他们建议这个 nightingale 去 go see 去拜访他们的 brother 那他们的 brother 是谁呢？是 a red rose tree 是一个红玫瑰树 that is located 它的位置 right beneath the student's window 位置就在这个学生的窗户底下。那这个也是文学里面常常看到，就是你要找的东西其实就在你眼前，你只是不懂，
伸手可得这样，
伸手可得，你只是不懂得 appreciate.
Yeah, and you didn't see it.
Yeah.
He tells her that he can't grow any red roses because it's the middle of winter.
那这个红玫瑰树就告诉这个Nightingale 说，它没有办法 grow 在这里跟上面的 produce 一样的意思它没有办法长出任何的红玫瑰。为什么呢？因为现在是正在隆冬It's the middle of winter.
When the nightingale refuses to take no for an answer, the tree tells her there is only one way to create a red rose now.
好，那当夜莺 refuses to take no for an answer, 这个是英文常听到的就 I refuse to take no for an answer, 就是我拒绝接受不这个答案，就是你非得答应我不可那所以他很坚持，那所以这个树就告诉他说，只有一个办法 there is only one way 只有一个办法可以 create a red rose now. 现在这个时候呢，只有一个方法可以这个长出一朵红色玫瑰花。
Yeah, the now means at this time, namely the middle of winter when roses do not grow or bloom normally.
呀，所以就这个 now 就是 at this time of year 哈，就这个时候，现在是冬天隆冬啊，所以不可能有红玫瑰长出来。
To do so, the nightingale must press her heart into his thorns while singing a song.
好，所以呢，要 to do so 要长出一朵红玫瑰的话，夜莺 must 一定要 press her heart 一定要压她的心脏啊 into his thorns 就是它的荆棘，它的刺啊，玫瑰树上是有刺的，所以换句话说，这个夜莺必须要把它的心脏刺进啊这个树的这个荆棘里面啊 while singing a song 同时还要唱一首歌，哇，这个要求很高，你要一边唱歌一边让你的心脏被刺穿。Yeah.
对，自杀。
Yeah, 自杀。
Yeah. Listen to a nightingale on YouTube. Find a recording of a nightingale, and you'll understand why Europeans valued the song of the nightingale so much.
啊，那你在 YouTube 上找一下，因为 nightingale 在这个西方的文学里面常常碰到，那因为它的叫声啊非常的独特。
Actually, in China too.
Yeah, 其实中文里面也是一样。Yeah.
The sweet music will produce a rose, and her blood will color his petals red.
那这个甜美的音乐，夜莺它歌唱的甜美的音乐，可以 produce， 可以这个生产出一个玫瑰，而它的血，它流下来的血可以 will color， 会 color 在这有染色，就上色的意思，动词会上色这个玫瑰的 petals， 它的花瓣就让它变成 red 啊，所以 color his petals red，color 的受词是 his petals， 然后呢 red 是受词补语。
However, this also means the nightingale will die in the process.
但是这也表示 this also means 这个 nightingale will die 会死亡 in the process 在过程当中它会死去，会失去它的生命。
You know, that sort of makes me think of the sacrifice that the wife of a homosexual man makes. He's homosexual. He cannot be sexually attracted to his wife. So the wife is kind of sacrificed.
所以这个会让我们想到说，因为在有的同性恋者，他们其实有异性恋的这个结了婚的伴侣
，to cover up their homosexuality，
这个来类似掩护或者是这个遮盖他是同性恋的事实。那其实这个伴侣，就我们讲男同性恋娶的太太，这样以这个为例的话，那这个太太其实就这个感觉起来好像就是这个 nightingale， 因为他其实在某个方面来讲，他的婚姻是死的。
Yeah.
所以这个做了很大的牺牲。
And actually, Oscar Wilde wrote a lot of deprecatory things about marriage. You see what Oscar Wilde wrote about marriage. He said a lot of things that show that he did not think very much of marriage.
Yeah, deprecatory 就是贬义的压抑的，就是负面的意思。
I think we better spell it. That's kind of a hard word. So deprecatory, I've just written it out. D-E-P-R-E-C-A-T-O-R-Y. D-E-P-R-E-C-A-T-O-R-Y. Deprecatory. Next sentence. After thinking it over, the nightingale decides to sacrifice her life for true love. Now, it's not true love between her and somebody else. It's true love between two other people.
OK, 所以 think it over 就是考虑的意思。所以 after thinking it over 就是他考虑之后呢，这夜莺决定要 sacrifice her life， 要牺牲她的生命。for 表示目的或者是原因。For true love， 他要为真爱牺牲他自己的生命。那其实这真爱不是他自己的真爱，是别人的真爱。但是他大概觉得这个爱情太伟大了，他太感动，他决定好，我就牺牲自己的生命了。
She then flies to the student to share her plan, but he can't understand her language.
好，那他就飞到学生那边跟学生讲我的计划，但这学生没有办法了解他的语言。这个就很像刚刚 Karen 老师讲的那个，这个以同性恋那个男同性恋跟他的太太之间来讲，这个他太太其实为这个男性同性恋可能做了很多很多的事情，但对这个男同性恋来讲we don't speak the same language 这英文里面有那种 metaphor 的用法，就是我们讲的话，我们彼此不能互相了解，所以语言不通，所以这男生可能也不了解这个他的太太为他做的这么多的牺牲。
And he still complains about marriage being such an awful institution.
Yeah, 那以这个 Oscar Wilde 来讲，他还是 抱怨说这个婚姻是个很糟糕的东西。
Still, the nightingale sacrifices her life to create the red rose.
但是夜莺仍然牺牲了生命来这个生出这个红色的玫瑰。
The student discovers the rose and brings it to his sweetheart.
那学生发现了这个玫瑰，然后呢带去给他的这个心爱的人。
When he offers her the rose, she rejects it.
当他把这个玫瑰给他的心爱的人的时候呢，他 rejects it 他拒绝了 reject 的拒绝。那这个拒绝那个 eject 是 throw 的意思reach back， 所以 reject throw back， 所以那种拒绝是很严峻的拒绝。不要了，对啊。那 refuse 的话呢 fuse 是 pour 是倒的意思，所以我倒给你，你不要再把它倒回来给我，所以没有像丢那么凶悍所以 reject 通常它的这个程度比 refuse 还要更强一点那这个 eject 这个字呢，它其实它是很棒的一个字根那像这个我们随便讲几个 deject D 是 down， 所以 deject 就是使沮丧把你往下丢让你很沮丧。
To become dejected.
那dejected 是个常见的形容词，就是很沮丧。然后 eject eject 就是 ex 就是 out， 所以 eject 就是弹出去，也就是弹出的意思。然后呢，注射打针呢是
interject I'm interjecting
OK the interjecting 就打岔因为 inter 是 between 的意思，所以把它丢到中间，我讲话讲一半插入那是中间。
That was rude, but it was on purpose. Okay, finish.
那还有呢，这个 inject 我刚刚讲注射就是 inject inject， 因为把它丢到你的血管里面去叫注射。那这个 project 是一个企划案，因为 PRO 是 forth 往前，所以我往前丢那就是我的目标，我要做到这件事情。
And the verb is project.
那动词是 project 投射的意思，往前丢嘛所以还有很多，但是因为时间关系我们就举这几个，各位把这个字根记起来，很好用的一个字根 eject 就是 throw 的意思。
Right. She tells him that her tastes have changed and now she prefers expensive jewelry from wealthy men.
那他就告诉他说我现在我的 tastes 我的这个口味呢，我的品味呢变了，现在我比较喜欢 expensive jewelry， 我比较喜欢昂贵的珠宝，而且是有钱人给我的昂贵珠宝我才要。那这个也是人世间常常发生的事情。
You know, it's just rocks.
I
don't get it.
所以蛮好玩的
Yeah. Frustrated, the student tosses the rose in the street and walks away.
Frustrated 分词构句，他非常的沮丧，那他就怎么样？他就把这个玫瑰丢到街上就走开了。所以这个玫瑰是 Nightingale 用生命换来的。结果呢，这个学生的心上人不要，这个学生也不要。
So suddenly it has no more value.
突然之间就完全没有价值了。
He sits down, opens a book, and vows never to believe in true love again.
好，那这个学生呢，他就坐下来，打开一本书，然后 vows 就是发誓 ，never to believe in， 再也不要相信 true love。那 believe in 跟 believe 不太一样believe in 是对什么有信心或者 have faith in the truth or existence of something。所以我们常常讲说 believe in God， 你要相信上帝这不是说相信上帝讲的话，而是对上帝有信心，对他有信仰，这叫 believe in。那 believe 常常就是相信别人说的话，或者相信某件事情是真的所以 he didn't believe her 就是他不相信他所说的话，不是说对他没信心，而是对他，或也不是说对他没信仰，而是说不相信他讲的话。那 I believe in you， I believe you 是我相信你讲的话，但是 I believe in you 就是我对你有信心，所以这不太一样。
Now, we have no choice because love is the only show in town. That's the only thing that we really have of value in the end is love.
Yeah.
But it does not have to be a husband or a wife or a special partner like that. You find love in many, many places. So if you haven't found the perfect partner, you can find love in many other places, and you find it by giving it first.
Yeah. 这个爱其实到处都存在如果说你现在还没有办法找到一个你这个适合你的爱情的话，那其实你放心去爱很多很多的东西而且这样子继续快乐的活下去，你有一天爱会找到你的。而且当你要去爱的时候，其实要记得一点，就像刚刚 Karen 老师讲的，你要先付出你的爱但是付出你的爱的时候呢当然就是全心全意的，但是也要不计回报。因为如果你在付出的时候心里面想说我今天这样爱你这样爱你，你应该要怎样这样回报我，那也不对。
So romance is not the only kind of love.
所以这个爱情，所谓的 爱情不是唯一的一种爱，还有很多形式的爱。你可以爱爱某一个科目，爱某一个学问，或者爱某一些爱你身边的人啊，那是不同的爱。
Friends, animals, all kinds of things.
Yeah.
So love is still, you can't give up on love. That's it for today.